So we're doing a silly thing. My mother here, you wanted to see The Brutalist.
That's right.
But The Brutalist is not playing anywhere near us locally until like mid-January. So I pitched to her seeing Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I've seen the first one. She has not seen either of the first two. And so I thought you would be like the best possible barometer for, is this movie, does it stand on its own, going in completely clean? And you agreed. Thank you. Yeah. So you've heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, yes or no? No. Okay.
No, but if it's about a hedgehog,
yeah,
it's gonna be good.
Okay. I like that. That's like where the bar is. It's got an animal. What was that?
You will never get me to see Mufasa because, as far as I'm concerned, this movie is sacrilege.
Okay, good. Thank you. I find it crazy that you knew nothing about Sonic at all, even like peripherally.
Nothing.
Okay, so we're back. We've seen the movie. What was the overall takeaway?
I really liked it. I thought it was very engaging. I thought that the special effects were outstanding. I thought the storyline was great, very well written. Thematically, it rang all kinds of really good bells. The statement about revenge has no winner.
Yeah.
Between the two, Shadow and
Sonic.
That was very, very well done. Revenge is no winner. And then if you do what's right here. And then there was another one at the very end about making the right choice. I can't remember the exact way they put it, but I remember thinking to myself, that was really brilliant writing.
With each movie that has come out, they're actually able to kind of tackle more complicated issues, and so thematically they can kind of play in more interesting spaces, and also because there's like a more interesting roster of characters now to what's going on in there. So
because when you have a trio, you can have somebody who disagrees. You can have a 2 against 1. Then when the 3 of them pitted against Shadow, that was interesting to see. And how Shadow thought one of them looked just like him.
Oh, yeah. How Sonic, they're the back and forth of like, you look like me. No, you look like me.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing with Maria, that was just very touching. I did not expect that at all. And then, of course, putting in the Spanish novella.
Oh, the telenovela.
The telenovela. That was a very fun touch. There are all these touches that I was like, what am I watching? I guess I was just not as prepared for the wackadoo stuff because it was all getting so dark, and then all of a sudden we got this wackadoo stuff that comes in, and it was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, tonally we did get a little whiplash, I think, throughout.
Yeah, definitely. But for someone of my generation to be so engaged in it, I think is saying a real plus. I personally. You might not know this, but like the casting on this caused sort of shockwaves for people because Shadow is voiced by Keanu Reeves, who you're nodding, but I'm seeing that you're like, I don't know what it. No, actually, I do know Keanu Reeves. I saw him in Much Ado as the bad guy. Another
character who wasn't cast in this particular one, but the last movie, was Idris Elba, who voices Knuckles. What would you have seen him in? You haven't seen The Wire. You haven't seen Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. He's a great actor, and I feel like you would love him. I just need to find you haven't seen Luther either. I'm gonna find a show or a movie that you can watch him in that you'd be like, I like him a lot. But I'm just rambling purely for this.
It's okay.
I may cut all of this.
Probably, because no one will find this the least bit interesting. Actually, I didn't think of Shadow as a villain. I thought of him as a victim, especially after I saw his relationship with Maria, and everybody else was the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I detested completely the grandfather and his son. I did not like them at all. Their mustaches were both despicable, which is what they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I really did not. The best part was their dance scene. Other than that, they were what they were supposed to be. Yuck.
Yeah, sure.
My intellectual nothingness on these films is very apparent.
No.
Yes.
I mean, look, you were a theater teacher. You've read, like, I guess, okay. So going off of the Shakespeare bent, what I was about to throw something out and I'm like, I don't know if this is even funny or relevant. Could you draw any Shakespearean parallels between the movie we just saw, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and any of the Bard's great works?
Well, it would probably maybe The Winter's Tale, where in the very end the person is frozen, then they come alive at the very, very end because she's accused of being unfaithful to her husband. And then she ends up going to jail, and then she ends up having a child, and he says it isn't his, and then her friend, he thinks that she's dead, but she's actually hidden away, and then she comes back as a statue, and then she undoes the statue. And
looks like I need to see A Winter's Tale because I've not seen A Winter's Tale.
Oh, A Winter's Tale's great. Is it going to be a Sonic 4?
Well, you saw the clip at the end where those mechanical...
Oh, that's right. It was that girl came in.
What do you think is happening there?
Maybe Shadow develops a romantic relationship with this
Oh my gosh.
female because Maria is gone, so he's lonely, and there's all this talk about his heart, and that you do what your heart tells you to do. So maybe that's where it is.
So you're thinking she might be the romantic interest.
Maybe.
Okay, but not for Sonic, for Shadow.
Yeah, it would have to be for Shadow. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. So those were our thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, if you'd like more from me, in case you weren't aware, I read a comic with my sister. You can check that out. We also have merch if you want the wearable stuff or the like flip-throughable tangible stuff. All that in the links and probably pinned comment as well. So comment, click, and keep loving movies, guys. And as for us, we got this little pup who's just being so calm right now. This is Max. He's real snuggly.
Bye.